Hello everyone, Earn to Worm here, and today we're having a look at the Marvel Select Bleeding Edge Iron Man, and this was a Disney Store exclusive. And if you're not familiar with the Bleeding Edge Iron Man suit, it was actually made up of tiny nano machines within Stark's body. By thought he could manifest them into an Iron Man suit on him. And he could also make them clothing, just pretty much anything he could think of. So it was a pretty big leap in the Iron Man suit technology. And I've actually seen a few shots of the new Iron Man suit from Civil War, and it looks to me like it is the Bleeding Edge armor because it has all these other little repulsors all over it, just like this one has. And that's the only armor I've ever seen with these. Through those, I guess this suit really enlightened all of his senses, his thought. And if that was the Bleeding Edge Iron Man suit on the new Civil War screenshots I saw, I'm very excited to see how this suit will play out on screen. That's a really exciting suit to see in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This figure comes with a huge base, and it is one of the coolest bases that I've actually seen on any of their figures. You'll see it when I get it out. It is just absolutely extraordinary for a base. Here you have some really great artwork on the side of the box. Marvel Select always puts some really nice artwork on the side of the box, and actually my oldest son, he always likes me to neatly cut these sides off. And he actually has several of them hanging together in his room, and they look really nice hung up side by side too. And here you have the back of the packaging, and it didn't really have any read up on the Bleeding Edge armor or anything, so that's why I kind of went into a little bit of detail on the armor. Some more really cool artwork on the packaging there. So I am going to crack this thing open and we will have a look at it. Okay, now I have everything out of the packaging, and first I'm going to assemble the base. It actually comes in 3 different pieces because it is a rather large base. First you have this piece of wing here, very nicely done, very nice solid plastic. And it actually, there's one slot here, and there's only one way it'll actually go in. And then you have his smoke cloud that will be coming out from his foot repulsors. And you just pop it in here. You can see it's designed there, so there's only one way it'll go on there. You got a lot of cool details on the side of that wing. The back of this, really nice. That is just one of the nicest bases I've ever seen come with a figure. Okay, so now let's have a look at the figure itself. And this figure, I almost feel like it's pretty much like a posable statue. It's not one of their more posable figures or anything. His head has some movement. It would be nice if he looked up a little bit farther where he's smashing through that wing. And he looks down very little. And on his shoulders, they'll go up that much. They will spin 360 degrees. You actually got a double bend on the elbow, and you can get over 90 degrees out of it. These hands are pegged in, so you can get pretty good movement on them. There is no disc on it though, so it don't really go up and down very well. There's no ab crunch at all, no swivel at the waist at all. His legs will go forward that much, and they are on a disc as well, so they will go out sideways. You got a nice double bend at the knee you can get over 90 degrees out of. And he does have some ankle pivot, and it is on a disc, so you get pretty decent movement out of the ankles. So you shouldn't have any problems getting him to stand on the base and getting some really cool poses with him on that base. But I really like the sculpt of this armor. Nothing on it is very big or bulky or anything like that. And that is because it's just an armor that manifests itself directly onto his skin. It's not a real thick built armor or anything. It's actually pretty sleek and really nice, and I think they pulled that off well with this figure. You can see throughout the figure is more of a human type sculpt than machine. You see the muscles on these legs and arms with the biceps. It looks more like a person than a machine, which is really what this armor is all about. Now I'm actually going to see what kind of different poses you can get out of him on this stand. So that's all the poses I'm going to do with him. I'm sure if you got creative, there's probably a couple more really cool ones you can do. Or if you have a few of the other Iron Men by Marvel Select, you can switch out bases and get some other cool looks, however you prefer them. But this was actually my favorite pose. I really liked the way he looked with that leg up and his arm up with that fisted hand busting through that plane wing. I thought that was a really cool look, and that is probably how I will display him. He fits on those pegs really firm, so you shouldn't have any problems getting whatever pose you want out of him on there. And as I said, this is a Marvel Select product made by Diamond Select. I will link them in the description if you want to go check out their website. But I'm really excited to see this on the big screen in the Civil War movie, if I'm right about that armor. Sure, a lot of people will probably be wanting to pick this figure up if that is the Bleeding Edge armor in that movie. But that is all I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to keep up with the videos. Thank you guys. Bye.